How did you feel when you got that acceptance letter and you realized, okay, I'm going to one of the best engineering schools in the world now? When Donghoon and I first met, he was stuck at an unfulfilling internship in Seoul. More than anything, he wanted to live in Sweden. But he had struggled to even get an interview on his own. He wasn't sure what to do or if his dream was even possible. We found all of his unique selling points, completely redid his LinkedIn profile, resume, and cover letters, networked with professionals all over Sweden, and worked together A to Z through the entire application process. As a result, he got accepted into the KTH Royal Institute of Technology in Stockholm, one of the top 50 best engineering schools in the entire world. No more Bali Bali culture, long workdays, or pressure from society ever again. So, Donghoon, first of all, thank you so much for your time. I am really glad that you are one of these success stories now. I remember you told me when you first signed up that you hoped to be one of these in the future.
Mhm.
But I'm curious, why did you first decide to join my coaching program?
Back in the time when I first saw you in the LinkedIn, I was like messing up with my job applications to the Sweden. Like,
Mhm,
I believe I applied like 20 or more
mhm,
positions,
mhm,
but I didn't get any I didn't pass to the get any interview.
mhm,
So
mhm.
I knew that there's something wrong with my resume, or maybe I don't know how to sell myself, and
Mhm,
I was
mhm.
struggling. But when I saw your LinkedIn profile, that you were motivated to help specifically Korean people
Mhm,
have a better
mhm.
life in the future, and I thought maybe I can talk to him and see what can bring me there.
Totally, totally. And I remembered when we first met and I
Hmm.
was explaining how my program would work.
Yes.
It was a little bit different than your expectations, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so how did working with me compare to what you expected?
So at first, I thought maybe I can get help from, well, the things that I can get help from your program will be preparing interviews like English skills, or
Hmm.
like rewriting my resume, how to sell myself better.
Hmm. Hmm.
But it was so much more than that, because at first, what I still remember the most valuable in your program is
Hmm.
we first defined what is my career goal? What should it be? Like,
Hmm. Hmm.
what do you want to do in your life?
Hmm. Hmm.
And that was actually my first time thinking about it.
Real? I did not know that. Interesting.
Yes, then I started to think about like why I wanted to move to Sweden, why I got so impressed with their educational society, like societal or also political cultures. Like,
Hmm. Hmm.
then I reorganized my thoughts and could actually speak well to the other
Hmm.
people
Hmm.
about
Hmm.
why I should be the one who should go to Sweden.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
From then, I think it made me feel more clear, like why I'm doing this, like why I'm struggling
Mm-hmm.
for the international job positions. And absolutely, you helped me so much with like encouraging words and
Hmm. Hmm.
everything. So yes, they'll definitely help me so much more than I expected in the beginning.
That's awesome. I love that. I'm so glad to hear that. I don't blame Korean people at all for feeling a little bit lost when it comes to your careers. Because when I think back to the kids I used to coach at the academy, they're all so busy. They're so focused on their next exam or the
Yes.
next test they have to prepare for. Even into your teens and 20s, there's all this pressure to perform the next action now that I think people sometimes don't even have the opportunity to assess their life long term and examine what's important to me, What am I interested in? What do I really want to do? So I love that that was something that was valuable for you, that that was one of the key takeaways. Because if you're going to build an amazing career abroad, you need to at least know what that amazing career will be.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's move into that next topic now. What was the result of us working together?
After 2 months of preparing, rewriting my resumes and the LinkedIn profile, we first uh, applied to AstraZeneca's industrial PhD position.
Hmm.
And that position was actually very appealing, but at the same time, it wasn't my major area.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So for me, first, when I applied, I thought like it'll just be experimental case for me. Like maybe if I get into the interview, like maybe I can just practice and
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
I
yeah.
can do it better in the next time for the position that I really want.
Hmm. Hmm.
But um, I definitely think that with your great help and also your great program, I made it to the final interview, remember?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And I excelled in the interview with your presentation help. And
Yeah,
I still
that was
believe
such a good
like that's the
presentation.
best that I got. Unfortunately, I didn't get the position at last, but in the feedback, they mentioned about my the difference, the gap of the majors, my strengths and the
Hmm.
position they wanted. I felt like although they had a gap, but they still chose me to the final interview. So that was a really great start in the
That
beginning.
is very impressive. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I still remember you were a little bit shocked when you made it that far because that was the very first application we sent.
Yes, exactly.
And that's a pretty big difference from applying to 20 plus places and basically getting nowhere before.
Hmm. Right. And then after I also applied to the KTH master's program, and
Hmm.
that time I also had to write like PRs and the like letter of motivations and stuffs.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
writing in the writing that document, our initial process of like why I really want to live in Sweden and why,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, what I want to do with this program after this program, and those helped really a lot for writing.
Love that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I imagine your letter was so much better than just the generic chat GPT, like, hello, I'm writing to express my interest in the KTH. Yeah,
Yes.
you had a really powerful, unique story. It was totally personal to you. It wasn't something anyone else could say. And
Hmm.
that's how you can be memorable.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm curious, how did you feel when you got that acceptance letter and you realized, okay, I'm going to one of the best engineering schools in the world now?
To be honest, I still really can't believe that I'm actually moving to Sweden in August.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still handling my
Yeah, maybe
feelings
it
right
seems
now.
almost like a dream still. Yeah.
Yes. And but besides that, I'm really excited for my next journey. And
Hmm.
also, since the MS program will be the the step between my career goal and right now.
Absolutely. This is the perfect step for you to get where you want to be of being a full-time engineer in Sweden.
But I feel more confident right now than before, not only because I got admitted, but also because the the things that I learned from your program, because like how
Hmm.
I should prepare for the interview, how I should, the most valuable thing in this case will be how I learned how to network with people through,
Yes. Yeah.
because um, networking is very important in
Mhm.
European industry culture, like or
Totally.
yes.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah.
So as an international student, I believe I would have struggled with that
Hmm.
process
Hmm.
also,
Hmm.
but now I already have like many colleagues or people that I know in Sweden already.
Great, great, great.
Yes, in the companies that I also want to work in. So
Awesome. Awesome.
definitely they will help me a lot. I mean, not the people, but the knowledge and the things that I learned in your class.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. You're going to make so many connections over the next 2 years, and you're going to get so much great experience at such a prestigious school like
Yes.
KTH. I have zero doubts that you're going to have an amazing role lined up for as soon as you graduate.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And the life that you're wanting to have in Sweden, I remember you first telling me about how beautiful nature is there, how there's not Bali Bali culture. People are just more relaxed. They can enjoy life more. You're going to have all of that now.
Yes.
And I am so, so happy for you. Like, you worked so hard throughout our program. All your success is completely deserved. And you should be really, really proud of everything you've accomplished in the past 6 months.
And I really appreciate your amazing program, Grant.
Absolutely, man. So, last question to wrap up this interview. What
Mhm.
advice do you have for other Koreans who maybe they're in Seoul right now, but they're dreaming of a global career where they can have all the amazing things you're about to have in Sweden?
Because life in Korea is not easy, and a lot of people who want to start their international career will struggle a lot in the beginning. Also, I believe after the success, living in a different country will also have a lot of troubles or failures they're gonna have.
It
I
can. Yeah.
believe
Yeah.
what I learned from your program is not only like learning how to PR yourself in a Western culture, but also
Hmm.
at the same time how to maintain that and how to keep build
Hmm. Hmm.
for constant success in your career path. So
Hmm.
I actually strongly recommend to take your program. And if you remember, I already like told so many people around me to take your consulting programs, and some of them I remember they already signed up for it.
Thank you
So
so much, man. I really, really appreciate that, Dong-hoon.
so so I really appreciate everything, Grant. In the initial class, you told me that you're you're so confident in your program that I'm gonna feel at the last class that it's gonna be my best investment in my life.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's gonna it, and I believe it is already. I'm already
Thank
feeling
you so
that,
much,
and
man.
working with you felt me like I'm having a like really strong backup that is supporting me really hard and a lot.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So as a human being and as a professional business partner, I believe you are you are also one of the top um,
Thank you so much.
consultant in this area. So
Really, really appreciate it. And you have been one of the top clients for me.
that's
It was so fun getting to know you. And I can't wait to see what happens with you in Sweden.
hmm
You're going to be so successful and happy there. And like I said earlier, you should be really, really proud because yes, I helped you, but ultimately this was your own decision. These are your own actions, and you took this initiative, and it's changed your life forever. So, congratulations on all you've accomplished.
Thank you, Grant.
If anything about Donghoon's story stood out to you, then you can check the links below this video for more information on how we can make this same thing happen for you. You deserve a career where you feel valued, and I would love to help you make that happen.